All right, guys, here is set 75299, Trouble on Tatooine. It has 276 pieces, and it is from Mando, otherwise known as the Mandalorian. Now, to be honest, guys, in my personal opinion, I do think this is the best set out of the 2021 wave. In the beginning, I had my doubts about it. I thought it was just going to be mainly centered around this figure right here, the Mando and Beskar. I thought that was going to be the only reason to why you would want to buy this set. But after building it and really, thinking about it, I've changed my mind about that because I really do like this little build hut, and I do like the ballista. Now, by themselves, not so great, but if you bought 2, 3, or 4 of this play set, and you could get 4 of these ballistas or 4 of these little huts, I really think you could use those and build a pretty cool little scene. You could make like your own Tuscan village, or you could make when they go and attack the crate dragon, you could use the ballistas and the sand people. So I really do think that overall it's a really good build. I like each individual mini build, and I'll go into further detail about each one of those here in just a second, and the minifigs. But overall, guys, I would give this probably about an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really, really nice set, and it's got some good detail to it. So let's dive in and take a deeper look at each individual build. So the first individual build that we're going to look at is Mando Speeder. Now, I really actually like this. I thought it had some pretty good detail. I like the coloring of it. I absolutely love the little patch where they got Baby Yoda, or otherwise known as Grogu. I think that's a really, really cool little feature. If you turn it around, you got your little bag right there. I like the coloring of that and that right there. This is a really cool way too to put some detailing, and I like that piece. I mean, it's just a speeder bike, but I think for what it is, it's a really good build. And next up is the Ballista. Now, this is a really good build, guys. I like it. I think it had some really good detail. It's a key part to the episode of Mando. If you had never seen it, it's where they use the ballistas to attack the crate dragon that's been harassing the sand people. And they have quite a few, like 10 or 12 of them. I think that it's a really cool little build. I like the detailing. If you turn it this way, it's got these little things, and these do move. Just gives you a little bit of feature there. Now, they don't actually fire the flick missile, which is this right here. Well, now, this is a pretty cool color. This is like a steel gray. I don't think we've ever gotten a steel gray before. We usually only get the green or the red or the blue. So that's a really good part to get out of this. But, overall, I think it's a pretty nice little build. And finally, but not least, is the little Tuscan hut. Now, this is my favorite part of the entire build, besides the actual Mando minifigure we get, and that's a cool piece. But this is a pretty cool little build right here. I really, really like the little fire that they do. I actually like it better when it's closed up. It does look like a pretty cool little hut. Now, if you got 2 or 3, like I was saying, or 4 sets of these, this opens up, and I wonder if you couldn't just connect them to make one big giant hut or something to put in the middle of your Tuscan Raider village or something like that, because I do think that with the Book of Boba coming out and the next season of Mando, that there are going to be a lot more of these Sand People sets, which I'm really, really looking forward to. I hope we get some different kind of minifigures. Maybe they have those dogs that you do see quite a few times in the Mando series, so maybe we can get something like that. But I really, really, really like this part of the build. It's probably my favorite part. Now to take a look at the minifigs. So we do get one Tuscan Raider. It's just your typical Tuscan Raider. We've gotten quite a few of these in the last few years. Really like the molded headpiece. I think that's just such a cool little piece. It does have the typical printing on the torso and on the legs. So it looks just like any other, sand person minifig that we've gotten in the last few years. The last 2 minifigures that we get is, of course, the Baby Yoda, otherwise known as Grogu. Such a cool little figure. It's really, really nice. Now, it's just like a little Lego baby. So not much detail, but, that is what it is. And then finally, the piece de resistance, or why everybody pretty much bought this set, is the Mando and Beskar armor. Now, if you look closely on one of his shoulders, he does have that really cool insignia right there that he gets in the actual Mando. I thought that was a really nice detail to put on there. I like his arm printing. I really like his chest printing. I think it looks really good. His helmet looks really, really good as well. He's got some nice leg printing. And if we turn him a little bit, you can see that his other arm is indeed printed as well. It also has the whistling birds right there on his wrist. So that's just some really good detail that they did on this figure. Overall, I think that they did a really good job on that. I think that this figure alone is worth buying the set. So overall, I think this is a really good set. I definitely think it's worth the money. The price point on it is really good. The Mando figure alone, I think, is worth the money. It's a really, really good figure. A lot of detail. I really like that. You get the cool Tusken Raider minifig, and of course you get the baby Yoda or the Grogu. Now this might be the last set where we actually get that figure. Coming up with the new season, he might be all grown up, guys, so I'm not quite sure if he'll still be a baby next time we see him. Now you do get the hut. I think that that's one of the coolest parts of the build as well. I'm personally going to go out and buy part 3 or 4 of these just for the hut and just for the Tusken Raider minifig. I think that those are going to be really handy in a mock that I'll be doing down the road. So guys, definitely go out and buy one of these for sure. Well, that's about all I got for you guys today. Red Fat Bricks out, and I will see you guys next time.